Hello. Welcome to Sam and Jay, pixels and kilowatts. You might wonder why I have the word kilowatts in my channel description. Basically, it's not just about photography and 35mm and journey. It also includes EVs and Teslas. And again, this is a journey. We can't do everything in one video. So as we progress and grow and transform, and we'll start doing some tips and tricks and just an experience, with the Tesla. We have the Tesla here, Tesla Model Y 2024. What changed from previous models? What I like on this model? What I don't like? Again, if you're interested, that'll be great. But right now, okay, we're now going to a place here. Depends where you live. What happened? That's a craft and art store. Let's hope we can find what we need. So here's the felt sheets here. This is sticky felt sheets, 99 cents. I'll get a couple of those, and a lot of stuff here. We gotta go now find some glue remover. Here's some glue gun. This is adhesive remover. We might use it to do the cleanup. Okay, we got what we need, and now coming back. Beautiful day, by the way. Okay, well, welcome back to the studio here. We're gonna go through the camera A1, Canon A1, and we're gonna change the light seals. So here's the front of it. I'm gonna show you all the tools that you need. You need a ruler, get a metal ruler, and get a see-through ruler. You're gonna need that to measure the millimeters. And here's a cutting blade. On some picks, you can use toothpicks. You can use this plastic toothpick there. Anything small to get in the nicks and crannies of the door where we're gonna change the seal. Also, here's alcohol, and you need to label all these, and some vinegar here. Okay, you need to label all these, and the glue gun that I showed you earlier we got from the store. So it's good to label all these in a small containers. I put some links in the description for all the things I'm using here. And next, get some duct tape or some masking tape, and so you can cover the shutter. Okay, get a piece of cardboard so when you're cutting, you're not gonna cut through the. I got several foam. I got this foam sheet here, about 1.5 millimeter. If somebody's asking, it's 1.5 millimeter. And then I got some felt. I don't know if I'm gonna use the felt. Again, the whole thing was about $3. So here's some felt. The felt seems a little bit thinner and flexible, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the foam instead of the okay. First of all, we're gonna open the camera. We're gonna open it right here. Again, this is for the Canon A-1, but they're all the same. So inspect the camera before you start changing seals to make sure that it's needed. So here the door seal. It looks decent, so I'm not gonna change it. If something looks okay, why change it? So now open the door. There's a little notch there. You can open the door. Most cameras you can do that. If yours doesn't do that, that's okay too. And then again, inspect the seal. If the seal is fine, don't change it. You can change it later if you want. Okay. For the shutter area, I've seen a lot of videos online, and they actually not covering this. It's very delicate, so you need to cover it with I call it masking tape, any kind of tape, piece of paper. Just cover it gently, because believe me, some of that debris will get in there, and you don't want that. You don't want that. A little bit of cotton and put it on the toothpick. So remove a little bit of the cotton from the cotton swab, wrap it around the toothpick, and that will work. Because the cotton swab, there is no way it's too wide. Okay, so dip that in the goo gone and go in there. Here we go. Look at that. Start going in there. Here we go. Yep, yep. You're gonna see all the gunk coming out. Just be patient. The whole process will take about 10 minutes. Be patient. Yeah, yeah. You can see the gunk coming out there. Again, it's so deteriorated. Ain't much left of the foam, of the old foam, but there's some debris in there. Again, you can remove some of the cotton and again wrap it around the toothpick. Very simple. Dip it in the goo gone or vinegar or alcohol, whatever you got. We want this process to be simple and cheap, frankly. Here we go. Start doing the top rail. Top rail. Yeah. Clean up the top rail. Yeah. You can see the trash coming out. The key is patience here and keep blowing. Every time you clean up, keep blowing. Keep it clean. Okay, next now, get the camera and measure. Use the see-through plastic ruler and measure the millimeters. You know, 90% of all cameras is going to be 1.5 millimeters. So let me repeat, because when you go online, you're going to see 1 millimeter, 1.5, 2, 3 is too thick anyway. So just to be on the safe side, measure your camera, and mine is this again. This is again measure, 1 millimeter, and and cut it accordingly. You don't want to cut it too thick, then you have to force it in there, and some of the glue side's gonna go on the side, and it's not gonna be good. Again, just measure, and we'll cut accordingly. Okay. Okay. Now, after we measured, make sure make sure the front and the back they're the same width, which is the 1 millimeter here. Once you ensure that, again, the front of the ruler and the middle and the back are the same width, go ahead, get your cutter and cut it. Okay. Again, measure the front, the middle, and the back. I know it's something simple, but you don't want one side narrow and then the other side a little bit bigger. And then get your knife and just be careful to cut yourself there. Make sure it's everything's safe there. Move your fingers away and press hard. Again, we've got a piece of cardboard. Okay, keep going. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. See? Again, just be careful. This is it. I mean, it's not a complicated process. And then make sure you measure again and cut the bottom part. So just cut both pieces and get it over with. Cut both pieces and get it over with. So again, we're cutting the top part, and now we're cutting the bottom part for the camera. Okay, again, 1 millimeter. You don't want to cut it too thick. Most cameras they range between 1.5. I haven't seen 2 and 3. That's too thick. But again, depends on your camera, depends on the side of the door. This is gonna be the well of the camera, the top and bottom well of the camera. So again, beautiful. We got 2 pieces. It's rock and roll after that. So all the hard work is done. All you have to do again and measure again. Measure the length. You can pre-cut it. I'm gonna glue it and then I'm gonna put it in first and then cut. I don't want to cut and then it's too short or something like that. So uh, peel and go. Look at that. Beautiful. Just peel it and go there. So again, it's the cut came out very, very, very well. I love it. So we're gonna just peel and start putting it in there. Okay. So be patient. Get a tweezers if you want. I found the tweezers being very helpful. Get a tweezers and start at one end, you know, and go from there. Keep it simple, not complicated. I think it's a nice project, and I like we got the foam and we did the cut ourselves. It's not about saving money, but it's you just go get it. You don't have to order, and here you go. Look at it. Plus, when you get the sheet of foam, if you mess up, you can cut. I mean, maybe 50 of these things. So look at that. Okay. Again, the I found out that toothpick and the tweezers will help in making sure the foam is in there. Look at that. It's beautiful. Continue on now. Continue and making sure you don't pull the whole thing. Pull it, slowly and use the tweezers. Again, you can use your fingers if you want, but I found out that the tweezers is more frankly friendly for that. I mean, you can push it all the way in, but it might get wrapped. Look at that, beautiful, coming out excellent. Plus the look at that. Okay, just be patient. Boom, boom, boom. Yepper. Finally, light seals in action. Canon A-1. By the way, I haven't seen one for Canon A-1. And then here on the corner is going to be a little tricky. You just bend it and go from there. I can use the plastic to push it in. Push it in. Uh, use plastic. I don't want to use the scratch the paint, so I'm using the plastic to push it in. Again, use the plastic to push it in. Yeah. You can use the toothpick if you want, but I think this plastic tool, just push it all in. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Keep pushing in. Keep pushing it all the way to the end. All the way to the end. Now do the top part the same way. Put the top part and use the tweezers and put it in. It's really simple. Beautiful. Okay? Very simple. Okay, during the process, I almost punched the shutter curtain. So this is very important when you're cleaning with the metal tool or toothpick or plastic. This has to be covered. Again, I've seen 4 or 5 videos and it's not covered. Where's all that debris? You don't see it. It's minute. So make sure it's covered. And now put the door back. Push the pin down. Again, every camera is different, but most cameras you can take them off. If you can't take the door off, that's fine. And then use the tweezers to take this masking tape. And then this masking tape, I put another piece of tape on the opposite side so it doesn't stick to the curtain. So when you use something like this, don't just put it in and now you have glue particles on the shutter curtain, so put another piece of tape in the middle so only the edges will stick to the camera. Okay, so overall, go back and try to push it back in, and then you're gonna close the camera for about 24 hours, and don't just open it and close it, open and close. Once you close it, leave it alone for a day or so, and then that's it. Okay, feels good. Close it and leave it alone for a day, for a day or so. 24 hours is good, but overall, I'm very satisfied. It came. The project was done nicely. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. You hold something like this. It's history. I love this camera. I think it's gonna be one of my favorite cameras. Again, follow me on this channel. I'm gonna do reviews of this camera and go outside and take some pictures. Again, it came in is almost in a mint condition, but 30, 40-year cameras, the film gonna get brittle again. Please subscribe, like, and follow us, and it's gonna be fun. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Okay, so we just finished the light seal on this. Again, I search on YouTube Canon A-1 light seal. I didn't find one, so hopefully this will help you guys. But frankly, all of them are the same. Some put on the door, some, both, on the door and inside the camera. But anyway, this one here just needed the two seals inside the camera, not on the door from outside. Again, we used the alcohol and Goo Gone here. I showed you all the tools there, but hopefully this will work. So we'll open it tomorrow. Make sure, again, once you do that, close it and leave it for 24 hours, and everything should be good to go from there. It's, overall, from 1 to 10, I'll say it's about 3 or 4. For difficulty level. One key thing is when you put the duct tape to cover the shutter curtain, make sure you put a piece of tape on both sides, so when you tape it in the middle doesn't tape the shutter. So I haven't seen anybody do that. So I did that, and you really need to cover, because there is all kind of gunk, and when you're scraping, sometimes your hand will slip and you might puncture a hole in that thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. As usual, like, subscribe, follow, support this community, support me on my journey. And the next thing is we're going to go outside and take some picture with this thing.